track record, 212.809.
Talladega is the site of the fastest 500 ever. Bill Elliott outdistanced the competition to average 186.288 miles an hour in 1985. 26, the record for most number of leaders in a race. Bobby Allison passed Dale Earnhardt last year and won this event. And this track has the record for most lead changes, 75. Can Allison repeat as champion? ESPN, the world's leader in motorsports coverage, presents Speed World. It's race day at Talladega. The Winston 500 Winston Cup race is about to go under partly sunny skies. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Bob Jenkins along with Larry Newber. The word Talladega, it means speed, it means competition, and speed's certainly something we've seen a lot of this weekend, Larry.
Bob, you have to say the fellas didn't disappoint anybody. Maybe Bill Elliott could have gone a little faster. Some people think so, but 8 drivers exceeded 210 miles per hour. That also constitutes 8 of the 10 fastest laps of qualifying ever in the long history of NASCAR stock car racing.
And then the word competition. It's a track that's seen great competition throughout the years.
It really has, Bob. The interesting aspect of the Speedway is that it seems like a lot of people who don't have an opportunity at other racetracks seem to be one of the contenders here. A couple of people, namely Bobby Hillin Jr. and Ron Bouchard, have their only Winston Cup victories right here at Talladega, and every one of them is always close, it seems.
Another interesting aspect of this race today, the identical front row as last year, Bill Elliott on the pole and Bobby Allison alongside. Another aspect of this racetrack, unfortunately, is violence. For that story, we go to one of 2 pit reporters working in the pits for us today. Here is Dr. Jerry Punch.
Thank you, Bob. You know, this track, unfortunately, has been the scene of 2 of the most violent and vicious multi-car crashes in NASCAR history. In 1974, a 19-car crash in the backstretch. But the one everyone remembers happened right here in the Tri-Oval in 1979. On lap number 3, Buddy Baker leading the field. Cut a tire, spun the car, oncoming traffic, 39 cars at 200 miles per hour. 17 cars were destroyed. In fact, Kel Yarber says he remembers driving his car beneath the somersaulting car of Bobby Allison. Why the multi-car crashes at Talladega? Well, Bill Elliott says when you have 20 cars, it's inches apart at 205 miles per hour. If someone makes a mistake or something happens, you're helpless. You're simply a passenger aboard this machine. He said it's like I'm flying my airplane and the wings come off. I know I'm going to crash. There's nothing I can do about it. It's a really helpless feeling. For further stories about today, let's go up to my colleague, Dick Berggren.
Jerry, this is the racetrack where the unexpected happens. You never quite know what's going to go down here at Talladega. The races generally tend to be very close. In fact, the closest race in Winston Cup history happened right here at Talladega. We can expect at least half the field to lead the event today. This is a racetrack where a rookie can quickly become a superstar. Most of the field has qualified at over 200 miles an hour. The leaders will race this afternoon. It speeds in excess of 200 miles an hour. Bob?
Thank you very much, Dick. You know, Larry, Jerry was talking about the violence aspect, but really this track does not have a large number of yellows in a particular race. It certainly does not have that record.
No, it really doesn't. That is around 3 or 4 yellow flags per race, as a matter of fact. Just 3 or 4 occur here. And actually, when they get out there and go to racing, as long as nothing goes wrong mechanically, the drivers really enjoy this racetrack, and some of the best competition historically in NASCAR has occurred right here.
Look at the thousands of people on hand here in the hot sunshine waiting for the start of the Winston 500. Well, we haven't forgotten about Dale Earnhardt, winner of the last 4 Winston Cup races, a man who has the utmost respect of his fellow drivers.
Being a driver, I know when people aren't looking, he can go 500 miles an hour.
I know for a fact that Dale Earnhardt has won all 253 races he's ever been entered in.
I know for a fact that that blue and yellow paint gives him 1,000 extra horsepower.
I think the thing about Dale Earnhardt is his unaggressive style, and he lets the race come to him.
There's a popular misconception about Dale Earnhardt's nickname around the garage here, but I know for a fact that it's really Mr. Clean.
Why, there's no one in the whole wide world of racing that I'd rather come down to the last lap with than my good friend, my buddy, my compadre, my confidant, Dale Earnhardt. And if I'm lying, may lightning strike me right where I stand.
Were those guys telling the truth?
I'll tell you what, Bob. I mean, we obviously had a little bit of fun with the situation, but not a one of them would trade positions, or would like to, all of them would like to trade positions with Dale so far in 1987.
The Winston 500 from Talladega is being brought to you by the heartbeat of America, today's Chevrolet. By AC Delco, stay ahead of trouble with AC Delco parts. By Goodyear Tire and Rubber Company, no matter how far you go, Goodyear takes you home. And by Quaker State Motor Oil, new Quaker State with QSX keeps your engine cleaner to last longer. The starting lineup when we return to Talladega, Alabama.